Welcome back. Your time is now 9:15, and now that cooler temperatures are moving back in, that's the perfect time to warm the belly with a nice hot bowl of soup, or in today's case, a bowl of bisque. Oceanaire's seafood expert, Chef Joseph Bishop, joins us this morning with a tasty demonstration of one of the restaurant's signature dishes, Lobster Bisque. And that's a big fat piece of lobster right there. Is that what's going in there?
That's actually about a tenth of what goes in there.
Wow, that's what I'm liking.
So one of these lobsters we have over here is what I used to make this batch, was the recipe you'll find online. So I use the body itself to make the stock, which you can also do at home. It's not as hard as you may think. You just take that middle part of the body, a little vegetables, some water, cook it down for about 45 minutes, and that's what you find our stock.
So what's in there? Everything in there. What do you have?
I had to cheat a little bit because, time constraints.
Right.
So we have our carrots, our celery, and our onion, and we cook that down in butter. Of course, butter makes everything better. Then we add a little flour to that, and that's what's going to thicken the whole thing. Because then we add our brandy, which you can use cognac, you can use brandy, you can use sherry, whichever your preference is, white wine. And then what the flour does, and if you can make a gravy, you can make a soup. It's really not that hard. If you can thicken something like that, then this is really nothing. So you add all these ingredients in here, and we're at the point now where actually we're going to add heavy cream.
Oh yes.
I gotta have heavy cream.
And listen, guys, don't worry. We've got the ingredients on our website. He just broke it down for you, but we have the recipe. That was a good dose of cream there. I like that.
And you can always add more. It depends on how you like your soup. The cream's going to give a really nice mouthfeel.
It smells great. Here's my question, Chef. The difference between a bisque and a chowder.
A chowder, you use very little thickener in this. A bisque is actually thickened by its main ingredient, in this case lobster. So I have about 10 ounces of lobster inside this, which we're going to puree into that and give you that really, really beautiful lobster flavor.
Okay, definitely.
And what you would use to do that at home, probably a blender. We actually use one of these at work.
Whoa, that's a super duper
And this
blender.
is actually a small size. The one I have at work is twice this size. It's very loud, so we're gonna, kind of skip that step on this one. But you can use a regular blender at home. Just don't overfill it, or it will shoot out the top while it's hot.
And
We've all made that mistake.
That's a 911 call.
Everybody's had margaritas on the floor.
Yeah, definitely. Now, while you're stirring here, let's talk about Oceanaire for anyone who may have been living under a rock and may not have been there. It's one of the best seafood places in town.
We bring in only the finest. We actually, right now, we're flying in a lot of our seafood from New Zealand, since all our wild seasons are done here local, or in the continental U.S. Also, our lobsters we fly in from New England lobsters only. No matter how much they cost, we always bring in the better product. We don't necessarily, carry that price on, but we love to have great product. It's, nobody else can, we pay the extra freight. We bring this fresh fish in. I mean, we don't use anything that we wouldn't serve to our own families.
And we can taste it. We can tell the difference. Trust me, when we go from restaurant to restaurant, we know this is good stuff. Yeah.
It's all our shrimp is Gulf shrimp. We don't bring in Taiwanese shrimp or anything like that. We're very, very adamant about the kind of products we bring in.
Now, while you're continuing to cook, if you guys didn't know this, January is National Soup Month, which I did not know, and it's perfect time. It's getting cold. People have New Year's resolutions, though, Chef. They kind of want a thinner. They may not want a creamy. What are the options if you want to go a little thinner when it goes to soups?
Italian wedding soup's always a classic. It's got a light broth to it. I mean, in your classic chicken noodle or an Italian pasta fagioli, it's thickened by white beans. So also there's a lot of protein in it. It's not bad for you. You can take out the pancetta. If you're trying to lose that weight, bisque may not be the way to go. But you can skip out on the cream. Like I said, we did also thicken it with a flour combination, so you can skip the cream and skip those calories right there, and it will still be just as good because it has all that lobster in it.
Is this the only bowl of comfort that you serve? Because that is just happiness in a bowl right there.
We also do a New England clam chowder, and it is a New England recipe. It comes from, we have stores in Boston, and they've won awards in Boston for this clam chowder. If that's, so that says a lot. If they're winning in that town, then because everybody loves chowder up there. I'm a cream-based soup fan. I mean, I love it. I can't get enough of it. We use bacon in our chowder.
Oh,
so, I mean,
Lord, that's
exactly.
I'm sold. You had me at bacon. Okay, let's just kind of bowl this up, and then we'll let everybody know.
Fast forward TV magic. We have the Lobster Bisque here.
Yes.
And you may, if it's bisque, if it sits for a little while, it will get a little film on top. It's just the air that's effect on it. It's nothing wrong with it. And I've actually, a little earlier, I made some brown butter croutons to go on top. Simply melt some butter, brown it slightly. Croutons, 15 seconds on each side and you're good. And
Is that caviar?
It's a salmon caviar.
Uh-huh.
It's the holidays.
Yeah, Tanya's over there going, yes, that's beautiful.
And of course, what goes better with lobster besides more lobster?
A big hunk of lobster. Chef, that is beautiful. Yes, thank you so very much. Big thank you for coming in today. For more information on today's lobster bisque recipe, as I said, we've got this on our Fox 5 Atlanta app. Just look under viewer information. Try it at home. I'm going to give it a try, and bon appetit, everybody. Let's check back in with Fox 5 Storm Team meteorologist Joanne Feldman, because we're going to have soup weather.